Huawei could be used as bargaining chip in US-China trade deal. US President has raised the possibility of easing restrictions on Huawei as part of a broader trade deal with Beijing, despite labeling the Chinese telecommunications giant very. The comments, which appear to run counter to Washington's hardline policy on Huawei, come just a week after the US Department of Commerce, effectively barring it from conducting business with US companies. Huawei. But then he floated the idea of using the Chinese tech firm as leverage in the ongoing trade negotiations with China. The United States has Huawei, the world's largest telecommunications equipment maker and the number 2 smartphone brand, as a security risk. The Trump administration has been pressuring allies to restrict Huawei equipment in the build-out of their 5G networks, citing national security concerns. Washington fear. Huawei has repeatedly denied that any of its products pose a security risk, noting that Beijing has never requested access to its equipment, and if it did, the company would refuse to comply. The Chinese government. Washington has been unmoved by those reassurances. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo on Thursday said the dispute over Huawei, reiterating the security risk posed by Huawei's technology and saying he expects other international companies to elect not to use their products. Last week, the Commerce Department barred U.S. companies from selling key parts and components to Huawei, deeming the company a threat to the United States' national security and foreign policy interest. And in January, the U.S. Justice Department, accusing the company of violating U.S. sanctions on Iran, and stealing intellectual property. Trump's suggestion Thursday that he is using Huawei as an enormous bargaining chip in the ongoing trade talks reinforces Beijing's position on the situation. Recently, this is Trump has suggested easing up on Huawei as part of ongoing trade talks. In December, Huawei Chief Financial Officer Meng Wanzhou was arrested in Canada at the request of U.S. authorities. She is currently. Shortly after her arrest, Trump told Reuters that his administration was open to using Meng's detainment as leverage in the ongoing trade negotiations with China. Meng is seeking a stay of extradition proceedings in part based on Trump's comments, which her lawyers argue disqualifies the United States from pursuing the case in Canada.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.